800. 800. Men. Brazier. Hopple. Murphy. And then 4, DK Metcalf. Interesting. I don't know why you did that. I'd have Harris ahead of Rhodes, but yeah, top 3 looks good. Women, I think Mo number 1. I mean, what are we doing here?
What? She's running insane.
Yeah, but I'd still have Wilson number 1. Rogers over Green, then McLean, Grace, Edwards, Martinez, Johnson. Yeah, it's so close. Liam Miller, the NCAA champs, way down in 50. This event is just very, very deep. Very, very deep.
Do you notice both the difference in this ranking now? There's Heather McLean, Kate Grace, Sinclair Johnson, all in the top 10. Those are 1,500 meter runners. I think there's just going to be a rise of 1,500 meter runners entered in this event because the 800's after the 15. So it's going to be that one last shot at making an Olympic team, and we'll see a bunch of 159 milers, 1,500 meter runners, kind of hop into this event to try to break up the Rogers, Mo, Hannah Green, Wilson quartet.
Okay, men's 1,500. So this is what I don't get. This is why I see there's some inconsistency here. So men's 1,500, you have Centro, obviously going off of past performances. So if you're going off of past performances, you probably still have Ajay Wilson still as the number 1.
No, if I'm going off of but like I think Mo's run like multiple fast times recently, and has shown she has 400 meters.
True. Right, but so have Nagoose and Hawker, who are behind Centro.
Nagoose and Hawker running 335s and 334s is not the same as a thing Mo running 157. 157 is like top 3 in the world when all is said and done. 335 is going to be like 25th in the 30th in the world when all is said and done.
Right, but when the guy you have number 1 is running a 150 800, 334 is impressive. It's not like Ajay Wilson's dropping 205s out there. She's running under two minutes.
But the difference is
like
if
Nagoose went out,
if Cole Hawker would have gone out and run 329, I would not rank Centro over Cole Hawker. But he ran 5. That's different from a 329. 335 is the equivalent of like running a 159 800.
You're comparing them to the world. I'm comparing them to each other.
No, he's compared to the world because
no. Mute him. Next topic. Keep going. All right.
No.
Here we go. Women's 50. Hold on. So you have
what is this?
Centro, Nagoose. The show's gone off the rails. What does that say? Gordon's takes. Okay, good. So you have Centro, Nagoose. So you clearly knew ahead of time he's going to run 334. Very clever. I don't know how you hacked that information out of them. Hawker, Engels, Murphy, Thompson. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with this. This is fine. This one actually is fine. Again, it reeks of hypocrisy with your women's 8 pick, but that's okay. Women's
it's wild that we just assume that we're like now at the state where we think putting 2 college kids on the Olympic team is just, that makes sense. Isn't that wild that we've come to that point?
Well, listen, the way I look at this is if you're anywhere within the top 10, you still have a chance because the margins are so small and the amount of information we have. So it's like Engels being 4 isn't like disrespectful to Engels because a guy who's ranked 4th who gets 2nd, that's not a huge difference based on your prediction. Okay, women's 15. Now, I'm probably going to get mad at you about this, but let me see. Houlihan, Purrier, Osika, Grace, McLean, Johnson, Simpson. Yeah, Simpson 7 obviously is wrong because I bet a large amount of money with you on that one. I mean, Osika, I get it. She just ran the 4 flat. But again, if we're going to use past performances, I think we got to throw Jenny Simpson up there. She ran the 410, wasn't great. But if we're comparing
her to
performance
too. A 410 is her past performance as well. You have to keep that.
Well, a 150 is Centro's past performance. And I know the women's field's deeper than the men's field, but it's a little too far down. But okay. Houlihan, Purrier 1-2. So you got the important part in the right order for now. 1,500 looks okay to me. 5,000. Chalimo, Fisher, Kincaid, Lamong, Klecker, Tier, Bohr, Arasa, True, Kipchirchir, Young, Hunter down there in 14th. We talked about him last show. Okay, that's fine. I feel like you made these not that controversial because you didn't want to argue with me. I don't. Usually, there's something that's really dumb by this point that you have.
Like I got Cooper Tier there, 6. That's pretty good for a college kid.
Yeah. You should have. You have Robert Brandt 7 spots too low, but other than that, I'm fine with it.
Well, in this situation, 15th is like top All-American, so I actually put him there as for a reason to be like last among the elite. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, let's go. People are just getting this full experience, the full immersive Gordon ranking experience.
These rankings are premium too, so you guys are getting the rankings for free right now. That's what's great about it. So tune into the pod for more of this type of content.
Okay, so 5, you're assuming that Puryear doesn't run. You're assuming that Houlihan doesn't run.
Correct.
You're assuming that Simpson doesn't run. And you have Schweizer, Schneider, Rowberry, Cranny, Frazier, Sisson, Infeld. I'd probably put, now I'm saying this the morning before she runs or the day, 2 days before she runs with Frazier, but I would put Sisson ahead of Frazier right now just because we haven't seen Frazier for a while. And Cranny right there is a sleeper because Cranny, beat Schweizer in that really fast 10K, so I could see her winning the whole thing actually, but I could also see her getting 4th. These are fine. These are good.
Yeah.
I don't have any issue with these.
I love I'm hitting the fine. 10K. Let's get these 10Ks up. What are your thoughts?
Okay, Lamong. I mean, no one ever runs a 10K, so how do you rank it? Wow, Fisher down in 4th. That's a surprise. I would have thought you had him making the team because you thought he's going to make the team every year since basically he was born.
Well, I have him making the 5K team.
Oh, sorry. Man, so you think his chances are better in the 5K than the 10K? That's interesting. I see the opposite. I think the opposite, but okay. Kincaid, Mance, Jenkins, Arasa, Career, Nur, Klecker, Brandt, again, too low. Rodriguez, Farrow, McMillan. Women, Schweizer, Cranny, Schneider. Man, you're big on those 3. Sisson 4, Huddle 5, Infeld 6, Hall 7. Yeah, Huddle, her 5K was not great at Mount Sac, so she's got to figure some stuff out. So I'd probably have Huddle lower, but I'd have her training partner Sisson. I'd have her on the team. I don't know who she's gonna bump out. Like, I don't think I don't think they're incorrect, but I feel like Emily Sisson's gonna find a way to get on the team in either the 5 or the 10. Like, I feel as if she's just too good of a runner. There's gonna be people who get hurt. There's gonna be people who make the one event and then drop out of the other. I just feel like Sisson's gonna be on that team. She's too solid. She's too consistent. She basically has 3. She'll have 3 shots to make the team: marathon, 5, and 10. I just think she's too good to miss on all 3.
That's a good point. Not on this list, but could be added to this list.
It's like the Sixers. They just have to win one game, and they got the Heat, the Magic remaining, right? They got completely blown out, just in embarrassing fashion by the Heat with all their starters. But you're like, no, they'll win at least one more. There's no possible way that they're going to lose to the Magic twice and lose the number 1 seed. That's how I feel about this women's 10K.
If that happens, man, I will not be a happy person. But there's one athlete on this list that is not listed. One athlete that's not listed on this list who might become listed, and I want to know where you would rank her. If Wayne Kaladi gets her citizenship in time, which she is trying to, and it's looking like it may happen, where would you put her? Where would you slot a Wayne Kaladi on this top 15?
She's been pretty close to Schneider.
Yeah.
Going back to that meet in December. Let's see. Yeah, 31:10, 14:58 in the 5K. I'd put her in. You said the 10 or the 5?
The 10. I'd say 10 is probably her best shot.
I'd probably put her 5th or 6th.
5th or 6th?
Right now.
So not on the team.
Well, it depends who runs it, right? So, I mean, the 5K is going to be first.
Run it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I'd have her 5th or 6th. Sarah mentions that Sisson's only running the 10K. We'll see.
Okay, that's good to know.
Schneider's second. She has the sixth best PR of those. So you're not just looking at PRs here. We're looking at, or you're looking at a whole host of factors.
Well, the thing for 5Ks and 10Ks that I try to keep in mind is speed. So I kind of look at a lot of their mile times to
Mm-hmm.
kind of really understand, like, all right, who can be there for those final 4 laps, because I think that's going to be what's going to make or break making teams, is who has the best kick. And if you're just like a grinder, you're kind of, I mean, you see
Yeah.
that right now in my 5K rankings for the men's NCAA. I have Wesley Kiptoo like 6th or 7th because I've realized he's going to be the one with the worst kick of the group, even though he can
Right.
solo 13:23. You know, you want someone who can kick in a championship style race.
Mm-hmm.